three. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Teaching Crypto. This is AZcrypto, MrFOMO. Welcome back, MrFOMO.
Just the viewers don't know. I hope there's not 25 seconds of gray screen like there was last time. That was embarrassing.
The viewers just don't know what you've gone through to be here. Coaches swinging bats, family members coming in unannounced, but you're here, and that's what's important. That's right. We got a lot of important things to talk about. First thing is the Voyager UCC. I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but could you let us know what you expect tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern? Obviously, we'll have some reaction here, but what are your expectations for some information we might get?
I expect a bit of a circus. I mean, judging by everything that everybody said online, not from the UCC, but I think the people who are going to chime in and ask questions and get involved, I at least hope there's some sort of moderation prior to
there has to be
question asking. But there's a lot of vitriol online. A lot of people are angry about, the FTX deal, the loss of EGX and it having no utility moving forward. So there's going to be a lot of anger about that. I expect that to show up in buckets. But I expect a pretty straightforward presentation from the UCC. They're go-getters, they're straight shooters. And I'm hoping to find out, more details about how all this went down. Hoping to find out a little bit more about whatever the, Crosstower is still mouthing off about on Twitter. And to see if they're real players or if they're just, like we said, just out for publicity. So my hope is from the UCC that we get a lot of details, like just a huge information dump. And that way it'll give us just peace of mind that we got the best deal. But like I said, I hope they have a moderator because I expect a lot of people to come chiming in with a lot of.
What I would like to know is, I'm 100% with you. Clarity on Crosstower. There was supposedly a deadline of last Monday that's gone and passed. Is it still open or is it completely closed like we think? And I'd love clarity on that. Also, I'd love clarity at some of the other deals. It seems like to me, reading between the tea leaves, no one else had the cash to really come close to FTX. So again, I get the anger, but I think the anger is misplaced. You need to be upset with Steve. You need to be upset with Steve Ehrlich. He destroyed the company, not on purpose, but that's the result. Not the UCC. The UCC didn't make the loan. That's it. And you, yeah. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of you. And Lucy saying still open until the hearing 12/8. Okay, well. I still think it's a long shot, but I mean 12/8. It's 25 days from now.
I think that
I'd like some clarity on this, and just I think we all need some closure. I mean,
yeah, I think closure is probably the healthiest thing to move us all out of this, right? But there is still hope, I guess, until 12/8. But the problem is, that they haven't come up with anything substantial yet. It's a lot of Twitter banter and a lot of, you got to read between the lines of what I forget is their CEO or their CFO. She's posting things online about how it's not over yet or something like that. And so, I'd love some more clarity on that just to see whether or not they're for real or, like we said, they're out for publicity. But I have a real strong feeling that this is a done deal. This will be wrapped up and Crosstower will be what they are.
Now, we don't want to scare anyone, but FTX is not looking great a little bit here with rumors that Alameda is underwater. I think they're okay for now. I'll say this, though. Nothing would shock me in crypto. Nothing would. So do I plan to hold all my stuff on FTX US? Absolutely not. I'll be honest with the viewers. I'm looking for alternatives. Yeah, I think Alameda might be in some trouble, Lucy. It might be FUD, but I just have to say, a lot of people have taken unnecessary risks before that we did not think would take risks. Do I think Sam is smart enough to stay out of trouble? Possibly, yes, I do. Yeah, the Celsius people have started rumors before that have not been true about
And then
you know,
listen, the whole
Celsius.
Celsius thing is going downhill still. So that I could believe that that's FUD. The thing that bothers me about Alameda is that their treasury is filled with FTT tokens. And so I would rather see them fill their treasury with something that's a little bit, I don't know, something that they didn't mint on their own. But outside of that, it's going to be a wait and see kind of a thing. But I think that what Binance has done by partnering with Ledger is probably one of the most important things that's happened in that respect, because now you can use your Ledger wallet to purchase on Binance, and then it goes immediately to your Ledger. So that gives you the opportunity to purchase, but then also stay off of the exchanges and stay out of these, sketchy situations. At the end of the day, I don't think that FTX and Alameda will be in that much trouble. But when you see Coinbase struggling with their revenue, and you see people not trading, and you see FTX buying up all these things, and we're in a crypto winter, it raises some red flags, and it's worrisome, especially for people who are coming out of the Celsius thing or coming out of the Voyager bankruptcy, and they're worried about their funds and worried about being able to hang on to them if something happens. So this is a definite red flag. I don't know that it's the end of the world, but it's certainly concerning.
Two things about Coinbase. One, a net loss of 545 million in Q3, not great. I think they're going to have to increase fees in the short term. I don't see any other alternative. Might not be major, but they were never great for yield and anything like that. That's why a lot of us like Voyager much better. But this doesn't.
They're
look
already
like
pinching you quite a bit. They're charging you a fee when you purchase, and they're also pinching you on the margins as well. Um, it's already pretty ugly to purchase and sell, frequently on Coinbase, unless you're doing it with a lot of money. So it's I believe, maybe they'll have to raise these things. You said something earlier that you don't think that they can weather that storm for that long. I think that they have the funds to weather the storm for a while. We're also, this is crypto winter, so hope that people that run Coinbase and people that run, these big exchanges have prepared for this in some way, the way that, Steve Ehrlich didn't, obviously. But, it's going to be a wait and see thing. But there's some red flags there. So just, have your phone at the ready, be able to pull that trigger, get that money out of there when you see these red flags happening. And like people always said, not your keys, not your crypto. That's why I think that thing with Ledger and Binance is really important.
Talk about XRP here. XRP, Coinbase seems to be siding with XRP. They haven't listed it yet, but I think that could come at some point. It seems like this XRP trial has been happening for a million years. Like
according to BitBoy, it was supposed to be over last December, wasn't
it? Wow.
So
He's also waiting for Eve to hit that big giant price on Valentine's Day too, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, he also thinks XRP will get to 589 one day, and I mean, whatever. I'll buy XRP if it'll get there.
I not financial advice, but I'll say this: having a little bit of XRP in your portfolio, if you have the means, would not be a horrible idea, because once it gets listed, you could see a huge pump for 24, 48 hours and exit out and make a nice little profit.
If you can get your hands on XRP, I think it would be irresponsible. And the same thing, and I hate saying this is going to hurt saying this, but the same thing with Dogecoin right now with Elon Musk over Twitter. He's going to do something with that. It's already seen a little bit of a pump, but he's going to do
a little bit. It's a little 2x. But I recommended if our viewers, if you got that 2x, take some profits. I also last night recommended while
maybe leave yourself a little bit of a moon bag in there just in case.
Yeah.
He's got more up his sleeve on that one. And I saw the guy in a picture sleeping in a sleeping bag in the Twitter offices. So it could happen anytime.
I also recommended getting some BNB, because Binance is a heavy Twitter supporter right now in terms of finances. So I think BNB,
social media and crypto are exploding. Meta is partnering with Arweave and what is it, Polygon, and so if you see those ones go down, that they have good, strong partnerships, there with Twitter and then with Meta. So there's a lot of social media partnerships going down with crypto.
There's a lot to kind of figure out with Twitter, the direction they're going. I don't want to get into it, but some of the people that bought in would benefit from Twitter shutting down. But I'm not going to talk about it on this show.
Yeah.
So we will see. Hopefully UCC will explain the 70% back in 20 days. So I thought it was 72. I thought it was 70 plus 2. I remember reading. I thought the number was 72. The 20-day
unless you own BGX, and then you're going to
the 20-day average. I don't think they've established the dates for that. So I would love to see that information. If you guys can get on there, unfortunately, I'll be working. I think MrFOMO, you'll be working. We won't be able to be live right away. But if you guys can get on that link tomorrow from the UCC forum on Twitter, it would be great. We're going to try to have some live reaction, MrFOMO. I know you're.
I think I'm going to make sure that my students have something to do that keeps them busy, so I can at least pop a headphone in and listen to that. I don't. Hopefully nobody comes in for some kind of an observation, but I'm gonna check that out. I think at the very least I'm gonna pop a headphone in while I'm babysitting my students. So I think that I'll be in there. Maybe I'll be live tweeting a little bit, but I'm going to be.
We'll definitely both watch it, and we'll have something for you here on this channel. 100%, absolutely. So here's the deal. And this is important. People got excited when Dogecoin kind of ripped through and brought BTC back over 20K, but I think it's important to remember, guys, still in a bear. So even if you see a pump, some people think BTC is going to 25K before January, or even I've seen 28K. If that does happen, I still expect us to go all the way back to 19 or 18. I don't see 30. I don't see 40 BTC. I just don't see it for a while. Interesting. Lucy's saying, I used to communicate with UCC, and the last month they told me last week they will not communicate with me anymore. Well,
they cut you off.
I think they're finished with the whole thing. I think they're not getting paid for this, and it's over in December, and there's been
and from what I would imagine at this town hall meeting, they pretty much are washing their hands of responsibility in this case moving forward, right? They're going to.
I don't know what you people expect from them to do at this moment, because
I think they're
going to make that clear.
Yeah.
My predictions are going to say, "Hey, listen, this was the best offer. This was the one that brought us the most value in terms of money." A lot of people had a lot of talk, but when it came time to show the money, the old thing, "Show me the money." They didn't come, and so I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't communicate with you, but it might not just be with you. I think it might be with everyone.
Yeah, they might have cut everybody off.
I think tomorrow is like, here's. Guys, this is what we expect to happen on December 8th. If unexpectedly something else happens, we'll pop back in, but our job is pretty much over. I think the judge pretty much thinks this is over. Voyager gave up a long time ago. The only people that are still, trying to put on the charade that things might change are a couple executives from Crosstower that are shadow tweeting, subtweeting, and a couple of Voyager, I'm trying to put it nicely. A couple of Voyager loyals that still have hope no matter what.
They got that Kool-Aid stain around
these
their
people
mouth.
Are going to have hope. These people are going to have hope until FTX actually puts their money on the platform, unfortunately. But it's fine. Anyone can do whatever they want. Listen, everyone handles the situation differently. At this point, I'm moving on to reality. I'm still upset with Steve.
I can't wait to get that cash back so I can go and trade again.
Yeah, that's the way. It's everyday loss is opportunity loss. So I think for me, I want the UCC to push for this thing to be over, and let's get our funds back in January. Yeah, I would love Voyager to come back, but I've just given up on it. Sometimes in life, you got to know when to say enough is enough. And I think, unfortunately, in this situation, Voyager's done. It's over. This happened in July. It's now November. Well, not.
It's going to be painful for those people that held on to that kind of hope for that long, and that's going to be sad. It's sad that people treat these things like that, and it's something that we talked about in in our biggest mistakes video, you know, don't be married to a coin, but don't be married to these exchanges, and don't be married to these executives that run.
We're seeing that with Celsius right now. People are talking about Cell coming back. I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're Celsius,
They're in more legal trouble.
they're not coming back. They're not.
And they are looking deeper and deeper into that company and seeing a lot of things that they don't like.
I hope for you guys, just like for us, you get as much back as you can as quickly as possible. But Celsius is not coming back. Voyager's not coming back, guys. No one's coming in to save them and bring them back. Let's live in reality. I'm not trying to be mean, but at some point, if you keep living in the past, you miss out on the future. We don't want that to happen to you guys. So hang in there. We will definitely have an update for you tomorrow. Mr. FOMO, anything to leave our viewers with before we let them go?
Oh, that's it. Just look for opportunities when, you know, like Lucy said, when the price goes down, scoop something up and take your profits. I was fortunate to do that a couple of times. You're not going to believe this. I got involved in a Stellar Lumens trade.
Wow.
And it broke even. It didn't do me any good.
Wow.
It didn't go anywhere. So
you should have told me that off.
It didn't lose me money, but yeah, I didn't make anything on it. So
all right. On that note, we'll hopefully talk to you guys tomorrow. For Mr. FOMO, this is AZcrypto. Have a great night, everybody.
See you guys.